Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Really excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of Jim. Thanks so much, Jim. Really appreciate it. It's another Dragon's Milk variant, and pretty sure we did not get this variant in my area. It's the Reserve Maple Oak, bourbon and maple syrup barrel aged stout, 11%. So typical Dragon's Milk, barrel aged, 11%. I assume maple syrup barrel aged means they aged maple syrup in a barrel. I don't know if it was a previously bourbon barrel or just oak barrel or what, but I'm hoping a decent amount of maple does come through. No other additional information. I just realized I have a proper glass and I'm not using it. My bad. And this beer is under 6 months old by 2 weeks. Let's get into it. Can't believe I forgot I had the right glass until I sat down and hit record. Whatever. If I was a better beer tuber, I would have restarted, gone upstairs, gotten the glass. And if I was a better beer tuber, I'd have cleaner glasses. Speaking of glasses, all right. Amateur hour, am I right? All right. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Dragon's Milk, dark brown. It's not motor oil. Blackish in the center, but it's definitely a dark brown. Just over a finger of this light mocha head. Small bubbles in the center. They are breaking up around the outside where the glass is. So what you can see on camera, the bubbles are bigger than the majority of them in the center are very tiny, compact. How is it still making the side of the glass look dirty? Jeez. Let's get into the aroma. You get maple. And that's kind of the theory, or the thing, at least among people I've talked to recently about the variants for Dragon's Milk, is you're going to get what it's got in it. And in some ways that's great if you love the thing and how it plays with the stout. If it's not, then ugh. So I do love maple syrup, if you don't know that about me, so I am really excited. How is it still... I've never seen this before where it keeps reconnecting to the side of the glass and making it look awful. It's never done that. Anyway, it smells very mapley. Through that maple and sweetness, there's some vanilla coming through. You do get some roast stout for sure. I don't get specifically bourbon fighting through that maple because it is so strong, and it's almost like the maple sugar candy. Like, it's, to me anyway, it's that much like maple punch. If you had told me there was a little bit of cinnamon bark in there, I would have believed you as well. It smells really good. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Good amount of the maple in the taste. Do get some of the specific wood from barrels. A little bit of bourbon. Nice roast. And dark chocolate from the actual stout. The finish, because it's... I feel like I'm saying this a lot lately. It's relatively dry. Well, okay, no. The beer itself is relatively sweet with the base, the barrel aging, the maple barrel aging. It's relatively sweet. Towards the end, the finish, the aftertaste, that's pretty dry for me, actually. But yeah, the maple comes through nicely. For me, I wouldn't say overly mapley in the taste. But again, I love maple syrup. There's maybe 2/3 of the way through is where I get that thing where, like I said, the aroma, if someone told me there was cinnamon, I would believe them. There's that moment, about 2/3 of the way, where I'm like, oh, that could be cinnamon. It's not, but it's enough that I would have believed it. I don't know why I can't talk. Pour glass that doesn't stick horribly to the side. Oh, jeez. The vanilla that was in the aroma comes through a little bit as well from the barrel. That one seemed a little sweeter, but still dries out towards the end and in the finish. I like this one, actually. I like this one quite a bit. For me, I could have even more maple just because, again, I love it that much. But I think for people who just like maple syrup enough and like stouts, this is probably a good, appropriate level. But for me, I'm going to be greedy and say, I want more maple. But it is a good amount for sure. I'll gladly drink this again. Trying to remember, like, what other people even said about this beer. I know I've watched at least one review of it. I'm sure I talked to my friend Jim if he liked this one or not, but I cannot remember. So, super curious. If you had it, what did you think? Put it in the comment section below. Love the discussions. Check me out on Instagram and Tapped. No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.